If you're over 60, you've probably heard all vegetables are good for you. Mostly true, but not the whole story. Some vegetables can cause problems for certain seniors because of medications, digestion, kidney health, or the way they're prepared. Others are everyday powerhouses that support your heart, brain, bones, and energy. In this video, I'll count down the 4 vegetables you should avoid or handle very carefully, and the 4 you'll want to eat almost every day. Quick note, the title is dramatic. Real talk, no single vegetable is poison for everyone, and none will magically fix everything. This is educational information, not medical advice. If you have kidney, heart, thyroid, or gut conditions, or you take medications like blood thinners, ask your clinician to personalize these tips. Before we dive in, 2 simple principles keep this safe and effective. First, cook more and chew well. Cooking and slower eating make vegetables easier to digest and absorb. Second, balance your plate. Aim for half vegetables, a palm of protein, and a small fist of whole grains or starchy vegetables, with a drizzle of healthy fat like olive oil. This makes nutrients easier to absorb and steadies your blood sugar and energy. Let's start with the worst list, 4 vegetables to avoid or handle cautiously, especially if you have certain conditions. Number 4 is green or sprouted potatoes. If a potato has turned green or grown sprouts, it can contain higher levels of solanine, a natural toxin that can upset your stomach and, in larger amounts, cause serious symptoms. Never eat green, bitter, or heavily sprouted potatoes. Store potatoes in a cool, dark, dry place. Cut off small sprouts if the potato is otherwise firm and not green, and when in doubt, throw it out. Safe alternative, choose fresh, firm potatoes with no green patches, cook them thoroughly, and pair with protein and non-starchy vegetables to keep blood sugar steady. Number 3 is very salty pickled or canned vegetables. The vegetable itself is fine, what gets many people into trouble is the sodium. Store-bought pickles, olives, sauerkraut, kimchi, and canned vegetables can deliver a big sodium load that raises blood pressure and increases fluid retention, especially if you have hypertension, heart failure, or kidney disease. If you love these flavors, you don't have to give them up, just be smart. Rinse canned vegetables before eating. Look for low sodium or no salt added labels. Make quick, homemade pickles with vinegar, herbs, garlic, and a pinch of salt rather than a heavy brine. And keep portions small, a few forkfuls as a condiment, not a full bowl. Safe alternative, fresh or lightly sautéed vegetables with lemon, vinegar, herbs, ginger, and sesame for bright flavor without excess salt. Number 2 is raw, gas-forming vegetables if you have IBS, reflux, or a sensitive gut. Onions, garlic, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are incredibly healthy, but raw they can be tough on digestion because of fermentable fibers that cause bloating, gas, and discomfort in sensitive people. If raw salads bloat you, don't force it. Cook these vegetables well, roast, steam, or sauté them until tender. Start with small portions and build up as tolerated. If onions and garlic set you off, try infusing olive oil with them and then removing the pieces. You'll keep the flavor with less of the troublesome compounds. Choose gentler options like zucchini, carrots, green beans, spinach, and peeled cucumber when your gut needs a break. Safe alternative, cooked crucifers and alliums in small portions, with digestion helpers like ginger, cumin, and fennel. Number 1 on the handle carefully list is high oxalate leafy greens for people who form calcium oxalate kidney stones. Spinach, beet greens, and Swiss chard are nutritious, but they're very high in oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stones in those who are prone. If you've had stones before or your doctor has warned you about oxalates, limit these specific greens. Use low oxalate greens instead, romaine, arugula, iceberg, and most lettuces, plus bok choy and kale in moderate amounts. When you do eat oxalate-rich vegetables, pair them with a calcium source at the same meal, like a little yogurt or calcium-fortified plant milk, so oxalate binds in the gut instead of reaching the kidneys. And cook spinach or chard and drain the cooking water to reduce oxalate content. Safe alternative, rotate greens and keep portions reasonable. you'll still get all the benefits without the stone risk. A quick medication note before we switch to the must-eat list. If you take warfarin or another vitamin K-dependent blood thinner, keep your intake of high vitamin K leafy greens consistent from day to day, rather than avoiding them. Your clinician can help you set a steady target. If you take thyroid medication, be mindful with large raw servings of goitrogenic crucifers. Cooked portions are usually fine. The key word for seniors in vegetables is consistency and preparation, not extreme restriction. Now for the fun part, the 4 vegetables you'll want to eat daily or near daily for healthy aging. Number 4 is cooked cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and bok choy. These support your liver's natural detox pathways, deliver fiber for gut health, and bring compounds that may help protect your heart and brain. For the biggest benefit, chop them first and let them sit for about 10 minutes before cooking. This simple step helps form a helpful compound called sulforaphane. Then steam, sauté, or roast until tender. A half to 1 cup cooked per day is a great target. If you're sensitive, start with bok choy or cooked cabbage, which are usually gentler, and season with olive oil, lemon, garlic-infused oil, or a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Number 3 is mushrooms. Yes, they're fungi, but in the kitchen they behave like vegetables and they're fantastic for seniors. Mushrooms provide unique antioxidants like ergothioneine, which may support brain and immune health. If you can find UV-exposed mushrooms, they also offer vitamin D. Cook them well, sauté in olive oil with a pinch of salt until browned. And number 1 on the eat daily list is colorful red and orange vegetables for carotenoids and other protective compounds. Carrots, pumpkin and winter squash, and red bell peppers are gentle on digestion, packed with antioxidants for eyes, skin, and immune health, and naturally sweet without large sugar spikes when paired with protein and fat. Add in tomatoes if you tolerate them. Cooked tomatoes provide lycopene, which is linked to heart and prostate benefits. If you have reflux, choose roasted red peppers or carrots instead of acidic tomato sauces, or have tomato in small portions with meals rather than on an empty stomach. Aim for at least 1 serving of red or orange vegetables each day, about half to 1 cup cooked, and cook them with a little olive oil to help your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins. Let's turn these ideas into an easy daily template you can repeat. Build half your plate with 2 or 3 vegetables from the daily list, maybe steamed broccoli and sautéed mushrooms, or a mix of roasted carrots and wilted greens. Fill a quarter of your plate with protein, the fish, eggs, tofu, beans, or poultry, and the remaining quarter with a whole grain or a small portion of potatoes if you enjoy them, not green or sprouted. Add flavor with olive oil, lemon, herbs, garlic-infused oil if you're sensitive, and a pinch of salt rather than a heavy hand. Sip water or tea with or after your meal, and stop eating when you feel about 80% full. Here's a simple 7-day rotation you can copy. On day 1, have sautéed mushrooms with garlic and parsley, plus steamed broccoli with a squeeze of lemon, alongside a piece of salmon or tofu and a spoon of brown rice. On day 2, make a warm bowl with wilted arugula, roasted carrots, and a small baked potato topped with plain yogurt or olive oil, paired with grilled chicken or beans. On day 3, enjoy cabbage and bok choy stir-fried with ginger, with a side of mushrooms and a serving of buckwheat soba noodles. On day 4, roast a tray of cauliflower and red peppers, serve with eggs or lentils, and add a green salad of romaine with olive oil and vinegar. On day 5, simmer a light tomato and vegetable soup if you tolerate tomato, use carrots, zucchini, and mushrooms, and have it with whole grain toast and a side of wilted greens. On day 6, make a simple curry with pumpkin or butternut squash and cauliflower, served over a small scoop of rice. On day 7, keep it easy, steamed broccoli, sautéed mushrooms, and a big handful of romaine under warm grilled fish or tofu. Season each day with herbs, citrus, and a little olive oil. A few smart shopping and prep tips make this effortless. Buy pre-washed greens and sliced mushrooms if your hands are stiff. Keep frozen vegetables on hand. Frozen broccoli, cauliflower, and peppers are picked at peak ripeness and are incredibly convenient. Batch roast a tray of carrots, cauliflower, and peppers twice a week so vegetables are always ready to add to meals. If you're sensitive to raw onions and garlic, make a quick garlic or onion-infused olive oil by gently warming slices in oil and then removing them. You'll keep flavor with fewer digestive issues. If oxalates are a concern, choose romaine and arugula most days, and save spinach for an occasional cooked side paired with a calcium source. Let's quickly troubleshoot common issues so you stay consistent. If vegetables cause bloating, switch from raw to cooked, reduce portion sizes, and add gut-friendly spices like ginger, cumin, fennel, and turmeric. If chewing is hard, cook vegetables until soft and cut them small. Soups and stews are your friends. If blood pressure is high, focus on fresh or frozen vegetables and rinse any canned vegetables before using. If kidney stones are in your history, rotate away from spinach, beet greens, and Swiss chard, and drink enough water throughout the day. If reflux bothers you, avoid large raw salads and very acidic sauces, choose cooked, mild vegetables and smaller meals. And if you're on blood thinners, keep your leafy green intake consistent, not zero. Your healthcare provider can set the right baseline for you. You might be wondering how quickly you'll feel a difference. Many people notice steadier energy, improved digestion, and less puffiness within a couple of weeks when they shift toward cooked crucifers, gentle leafy greens, mushrooms, and colorful vegetables while cutting back on salty pickles and raw gas formers. Blood pressure and cholesterol can improve over months when these choices become your default, alongside daily movement and adequate hydration. Remember, perfect is not required.